throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Prescott now. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sideline.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, here's Breida. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now. Now he's forced out left. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This will be their first. Got it, 1st and goal to go. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll run with Elliott. They find some open field here. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 9. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
watch the shift. Slam.
Check. Lucky. What do you think?
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Brought in over the middle by Grant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These 2 teams all tied after 1. They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Check 99. Check 99. Check.
SOS.
On second down, a run with Breida. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play here for the Cowboys. 61 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check. Deuce. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Here we go. Go to 54. Check 3.
Here's Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Watch twist. No. Kill.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Dolphins. 66 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel like the Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Flushed out right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. $21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Right there, 54 Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, check out read.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong way. Switch.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming throwing on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Fielded just inside the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott. For Gallup. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum. Back in the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. On the move to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Check 20. Check the backer. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Don't get nervous. Right there. 54.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, they'll throw out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
My 7. 55,
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Christian Wilkins in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable for Grant. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Kyle Van Noy able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. 10th carry now for Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Check, 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 check.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Alert 3. Rush in. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Steps away. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
I got you, boy. Check. Fresh.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Gerald McCoy and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Leo. Pick the edge. Come. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 50. Watch out.
Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You draw corker.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making